So I meditated for a year every day for an hour. And that's a little bit extreme, but you don't have to do that as well to get positive effects and results. So, things that you can do is wake up in the morning, you can meditate for 5 minutes. And when, people hear meditation, they kind of, I don't know what it is, they have assumptions, they kind of freak out sometimes, or they immediately shut it out and say, no, I'm not doing that. That's not my thing. Nope, can't do it. Tried it. Nope. Well, I would say to push aside those assumptions that you have, any experiences you've had, that maybe weren't savory, and try again. There's no harm in trying again. So, how I meditate and how I explain it is you sit there, preferably with your back straight on like a surface, like maybe a yoga mat or something against the wall, or you can lay down in your bed and just kind of relax. And the goal is to bring about like a bodily awareness, which is interesting to hear probably. But the point is, you're breathing in and out of your nose, you know, breathe in like slowly, breathe out your mouth, like kind of like if your mouth were to, like if your lips were to purse, like having a straw in your mouth, right, and just kind of blowing out like a thin tube. So that means slowly and smallly, like releasing your oxygen, or carbon dioxide, actually. But the point is, you're doing that, and each time, you'll have thoughts. Like the point is to observe your thoughts, right? And typically, being alone with your thoughts can be very scary. It can be very difficult, because with those thoughts, sometimes you can run rampant, right? And some people don't know how to control that, or some people don't know how to be okay with seeing them, go wild. But you're trying to, allow yourself to have these thoughts run around, and the goal is to tether yourself. So it's kind of like having a balloon, right? And having a string to that balloon. So if your mind is that balloon, right, with all the thoughts, it's just taken away, with the helium inside. Your goal is to tether yourself with your breathing. So sometimes it's easy to have like a auditory guided meditation. So having someone to talk with you through it, like saying, breathe in, breathe out, blah, blah, blah. And then they'll say, if your mind's racing, let it race, but then come back with your breath. So the point is, you'll redirect your focus to your breath, that will be your tether. And staying grounded. I think that's why they call it being grounded. You're just kind of present and you're kind of like in that moment. But it can bring forth like a sense of like calmness. If you have emotions, that run rampant along with those thoughts, it can be very overwhelming. It can be stressful, anxiety inducing, and it's very uncomfortable at first. It still gets uncomfortable. I haven't made peace with my own thoughts. Like I just am aware of it in those moments of meditation, and I am grateful for it. And then you can work on problem solving later if you really choose to. Problem solving can be really helpful with dealing with those thoughts and emotions that keep coming back, keep reoccurring. I just ask you to pay attention to that, because those are clues to why, what's something that's bothering you subconsciously, or, something that maybe you're avoiding, and you don't want to deal with it because it's so uncomfortable. These are all like clues, and if you take those and run with them, you can improve yourself. You can, have a better sense of awareness. And these are good things to cultivate, because being a better person, improving yourself, I would say it's something that I'm not sure what it is, but I really try to do it. I don't know why sometimes, why I try to improve myself so much, but maybe it's a better thing to work towards, something that I can control, right? But um, having meditation really helped me when I wasn't satisfied with myself. I was very unhappy with how I acted, and I didn't know how I was acting was hurting people around me, or maybe, me being a part of the problem was a problem as well, like even if someone was instigating and I responded, the fact that I responded, whether warranted or not, it didn't help the situation. These people weren't going to change. And so, me developing that awareness to be like, hey, you know, I'm unhappy. I hate this. I don't like talking to you. You're, very, uh, what is the word? Instigating? You instigate, situations and problems between us. But I can't engage with you anymore. That took a lot of meditation, took a lot of like analyzing, a lot of like self awareness that, I had to develop to understand all those things and understand that, hey, I don't want to be part of the problem anymore. So, um, meditate for many reasons. There's all the reasons that I listed, right? Which is getting some more peace, right? Developing better sense of awareness, just kind of like detaching yourself from everyday life, everyday struggles, and that's a way to kind of get out of that turmoil that you might feel. I meditated not because I wanted to. I was desperate, I'll be honest. I was desperate to feel better, to improve my situation, to just make a moment of peace. You don't become peaceful. Oh, sorry. Your environment doesn't become peaceful. You become peaceful because that's all you really have control over. I'll be honest, like yourself, your mind, at times. And that was like a great comfort when I was going through family struggles. And for those of you who have gone through family struggles, like, you're young, possibly you're young, or you're in a situation where you just can't get out of. You might not have the freedom, but the one place that I could retreat to was like my mind, and that was the only place that I ever really found that was safe. Um, so giving meditation a try. That's something really important. Putting aside your stigma if you can, giving it another shot. What do you really have to lose? Like if you're feeling so lost or desperate, or in that situation where you want to change, and I assume you're listening to this video or watching it because you want to change. So good luck out there.